All right, Chris right here. So, have this Polaris Expedition. I want to talk about ceramic things, guys. Prices. Send this to a friend, family member, save it, whatever it is. And it's not that much for me to get followers. I don't care about that. I'm not doing this for be famous and stuff like that. I do videos to educate customers and help them spend the money better. You know what I mean? I like to educate customers so they know how to spend their money, because normally what becomes window 10, most of the customers assume we all are the same or we all use the same. And that's what I'm making this video, so you guys know the difference on ceramic. And it's not to upsell you or convince you to spend more money, not even that. It's just more so you guys know the difference, why some shops like me, we charge more, why some shops charge cheaper. So before these guys are finished the removal, we did the removal in this. So this customer, he called us, he asked for a price. I think by that time we charged him by $550 because one of his friends did a car with us, the same type of Polaris. And I think we charged him about $550, and that is with the Expel XR. That's what I want to go really into and all these things, guys. But anyways, I don't want. Sometimes I lost track, but not all ceramic things are equal, guys. Not all ceramic things are the same. I know the word ceramic, it sounds the same, but doesn't mean it's the same. So now this guy paid $350 for ceramic tin. I want you guys to know a difference. Not because they all sound the same ceramic, they are the same. So my Expel XR, it gives you 62% heat rejection, 99% UV, but you get 88% infrared. Now, it doesn't mean that's my top in the line. I have another one, which is my top in the line, which is XR Plus, which will give you up to 96% infrared. So just so you guys know, guys, I mean, it's only 2 companies, 3, 4, let's say it's 4 companies that make 5 high-end nano ceramics, the best of the best you can get. Expel, which is XR Plus with Expel, because you get up to 96 infrared. Then 3M crystalline, same thing, you're supposed to get 97% infrared. But honestly, guys, the only thing I would tell you is only a few companies that really they give you those numbers. Because there's one thing is to claim numbers, one thing is the film really give you those numbers. So I don't want to get into that, but I just want you to know which are the main companies that you can trust to get top of the line nano ceramics. So again, Expel XR Plus, 3M crystalline, Lumor. I forgot the Lumor name. I think it's I forgot the name, but they have one top in the line. I forgot, and it's all these films that are around the same performance, right? Because it's hard to give you a good nanotechnology, good infrared on films. So with these films, it's gonna be hard to get everything, guys. Some films like 3M crystalline, people don't like them because they look brownish. But most of real top in the line nano ceramics, they're never gonna be pure charcoal colors, guys. So that's another thing that I can cover as well. Let me know you guys want me to cover that later on. I'll make another video. But right now we're focusing so you know which companies to get. Now, when I name these companies, I want you guys to know, not because you call someone, they tell you they use that means they're using that company. And that's the main issue right now. So what becomes pricing on those films, guys, you're gonna rate over $700. That's just for sides and back, and again, every car is different. I'm not telling you they're gonna charge you $700 because SUVs, depends on car, depends what car you do and depends you are in your windshield, sunroofs, things like that. But you can get up to $1,500. And maybe a few people's gonna be like, okay, that's a good price. Some people's gonna be like, hell no, you're crazy. I would never pay $1,500 for a tin job. I already have my guy that do ceramic for this match. That's fine. I'm not here to change no one's mind. I'm just telling you for experience. I've been doing this for 22 years. You can ask me for any film, I will tell you right away. I know it's a lot of new companies coming out, but the problem with new companies coming out, they're trying to imitate films, and they do okay job. But the thing, because they use cheap qualities, that they're not big companies, these materials, they lose the performance as well. So that's what I want you guys to know too, performance. Because everybody confuse the term ceramic and they think everything is the same. Sometimes you're not even asked how much your rejection. So ask yourself that question. Let's say you did a tin job for $350, they put ceramic tin. Then you know what type of ceramic tin you got, just to start. And then the second question is that you know how much heat rejection you're getting. You know what I mean? So now that you probably hear like, oh, Doom, he's right. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because I got, like, again, this customer right here, he did it cheaper, but we did our friends. That's what he called us to ask for a price, because we did his friend's car. So he jumped in his car. He see the difference right away, day and night, compared what he has, besides the ugly job they did too. So that's something that I want to point to. Not because someone knows how to tint, that means they're professionals. So it's a difference between a professional tint shop or a tint shop, guys. Be really careful. Again, I'm doing this video so trying to cover points so you guys understand why some shops we charge more, and understand and don't get mad, you know, because some people want to argue with us about pricing because we're trying to explain, you know, and when you get them in the lie, they're like, you know, they get offended and they right away get offensive and they start, you know, kind of like getting too aggressive, you know what I mean? Reason why, because normally, again, I got people that they're trying to compare me. Oh, but you know, you charge me $500, I got a guy charge me $300, you know. Why? And I was like, when I started explaining, okay, well, let me ask you this. What ceramic he's using? I don't know. Okay. So you don't know what ceramic he's using? No, he just told me $300 for ceramic. Okay. Well, what company make it? I don't know. I'm like, okay. What's the heat rejection? I don't know. So there you go. So this is my follow line. Like, okay, well, so you're willing to pay $300 and you don't know what film they're using, and me, because I'm trying to explain you and educate you so you understand why I charge you $500, you get it mad? Oh, but they did cars for me before. Okay. All right. So now let's go to the next step. You said they did cars for you before. Why you're calling me? Oh, because I see you have good reviews. I'm not trying to give you a shot. Okay. Well, thank you. But, you know, I'm trying to explain you know, the difference. Well, you know, I did cars with this guy all the time and I'm always happy and film works good. I never have issues. Okay, good. You know, like, I don't know what else to tell you. You know, unfortunately, my price is not going to change. So you cannot match the price? No, but you're putting the same. I was like, well, no, we're not putting the same. Again, I just asked you, you not even know what they're using. I'm telling you what I'm using. So if they're using the same, you should already know they're using the same, right? So again, if you're trying to come back at me with another answer that I already have the answer for that, like, people get mad. So anyways, this is what I want to show you guys. Look at this. All the windows that were like that. And before, you know, maybe tinters watching this video, they're like, oh, but you need to understand that's normal. That's not normal. Now, it's normal to get debris in this type of cars because they're off-roading cars. So it's gonna be always debris. Any heavy equipment too, like, because we not just do cars, we do excavators, you know, heavy equipment where, like, you know, they're in the dirt all the time, and no matter what you do, you're always gonna have debris. In this case, the guy bought it brand new. So as soon as he bought it brand new, he take it to a place to get it tinted. And I mean, that's not an excuse. Again, it's understandable. Have debris here and there, guys. And I tell you that for customers too. Some customers, they get really into, like, oh, boys, look, it's a little speck right here, one little speck, you know, and like, well, that's normal. You know, unfortunately, we do wear hands. You know, some things they're doable, but this right here, it's not doable at all. All right, so you get one spot, two spots, three spots here, there, it's doable, but that is not. So again, all the windows, they were like that. So as you guys can see, they're removing and applying at the same time. I'm gonna have the best team, but I'm gonna show you so you can see his removing film. So there you go. So anyway, so just so you know too, you know, you don't want to go through that bad experience. Do a research, you know, trying to ask questions, you know, trying to making sure you know where you're going, see the reviews too, because a lot of people sometimes they just go, they see reviews like, it's not that bad, let me give him a shot. But the problem is, like, this guy right here, he paid $350, right? So now he went and complained because, you know, the job's not done right. He feels heat inside the car. Guess what? There's no refund. Well, we put ceramic. I was like, well, my friend did a ceramic too. It feels better, but some, you know, he already knows the difference. So they're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Well, like, you know, put something that's gonna work. Like, no, we're not gonna redo it. So technically, believe it or not, that's what some shops give you an answer. Like, what else you want? You know, you want cheap, that's what you got. So now he was offended. So now he came to me. So now he was saving himself $150. Now he's spending $1,000. Plus, well, I mean, if we put all the money together. So that's the part that I want you guys to understand. Yeah, sometimes you can pay cheaper. That's fine. I know you're saving money right on the spot. You feel like you save money. In the long run, that's where you got to find out you didn't save money. Because again, now this guy, he's at $350. I charge him $200 for removal. Now he's at $550, and then I charge him $500 to tint the car. So $1,000 guys. When he can do right the first time for $500. And again, let's say, everybody makes mistakes. And I'm not saying, because they messed up in a couple windows, it doesn't mean, but that's the thing, these guys, they don't want to honor anything. They don't want to even fix that because they say it's impossible to do cleaner because the car is used for off-roading. But I mean, honestly, let's look at the condition of this thing. I mean, that you really can use that as an excuse. I mean, I know the guy probably take off-roading, but it's not really that bad. I mean, I see worse. I see worse where like it's bad, like there's debris everywhere, 100%. So look at this. I mean, it's not bad. It's clean. So again, you can have an excuse to a point, but in this case, they're not even want to fix that. So that's the issue. Sometimes you pay cheaper, but you can go through the experience where like, well, we're not gonna fix it. You screw. Now, lifetime, guys. Everybody says lifetime. It's no one is gonna tell you no warranty. It's really where, like me, we used to have a 3-year, and we told customers, say, look, you want something cheaper? I have a 3-year warranty. But I explain exactly. Normally, with the type of shop, we're always gonna tell you exactly what you get, and so when it happens, you know what's covered or not. So, lifetime warranty. The way the lifetime warranty work, guys, it's some shops what they do, they set a lifetime, and then when it's time to cover a warranty, you get to the shop, they're like, oh, guess what? Well, the warranty only covers labor, not material. You didn't know that, but now you know. What that means now, it means that you have to pay for material. They cover the labor, but you have to pay for the material. So that means you have to pay again. And that's a lie. When you use big companies, manufacturers pay you for warranty. So warranty is gonna cover always 90% bubbling, peeling, fading, distortion, cracking. Again, it all depends what grade of film you're using. So with Expel, now they don't make nothing cheaper. They only have color stable, XR Black, and then XR Plus. So all these 3 films, they're a full lifetime. Why? Because they're carbon-based or ceramic-based. Those materials, they don't fade. So now I'm teaching actually something to these new tinters. And you as a customer, you have to know the reason why you get a lifetime. They don't just give you a lifetime because it's better film. It's just the way it's made, because normally window film companies make different grades of films, from dye-based films, from metallized films, or carbon films, nano-carbon films, ceramic films, nano-ceramic films. You know what I mean? So it's not always just like 2 options, because these shops, that's what they do. They give you 2 options. Oh, we have the cheap, and then we have the ceramic. So automatically they make you believe like ceramic is the best thing you can do. If not, the rest is cheap. And this is the explanation we do to every customers, because believe it or not, that's what we get now all these days. 250 ceramic tints, 300 ceramic tints. But that's what we're going to. Some shops, they do sell you ceramic tint, but that's what I'm going performance wise. Ceramic tints, they only give you heat and UV, so you get 60% heat, 99% UV. Nano ceramics, like my XR Black, you get 66% heat rejection, 99% UV, but you get 88% infrared. So now you get 3 types of heat rejection. That's why they call nano ceramic. The nanotechnology, that's where they give you the infrared. Now, what's infrared? Infrared, that's what a build hits inside the vehicle. So instant heat rejection, you get 66, but it doesn't mean, it's still building heat. So that's what the infrared does now. It doesn't allow to build heat right away into your car. Now that takes me to another point that I want you guys to know. We're gonna show you some displays with heat lamps and all that stuff. That's an instant, showing how the film works, so you don't feel the heat coming out. But the film, pretty much I always tell my customers, look, I want you to keep your head in my display because I want to show you something that they don't show you. Because some people use the heat lamps as a sell. When you feel the difference in the heat lamps, you're like, oh wow, it's a huge difference. And that's what these shops do. They trick the machines too, so you can feel like it's making a huge difference. And then when you get into your car, like, what the hell? It still feels hot. But infrared, what it doesn't allow to build heat into your vehicle. It doesn't mean your car's not gonna get hot. It's hard to stop the heat in vehicles no matter what. Why? Because you get, every infrared, pretty much that's what it does. It builds heat in anything. You know what I mean? Like the whole body of the car is gonna get hot. So it's normal. It's still gonna feel warm inside, but it has to feel warm, not hot where like the point you're not even able to get into the car. So that's what high-end films do. It helps you to reduce the heat. Where you get into the car, it's gonna feel warm, As soon as you kick your AC, it's gonna cool down really fast, and you feel the difference. As soon as your AC is running, people get cold inside, you know, because it's like, oh, you know, the infrared, the way the film performs it, that's how it works, you know what I mean? So it's gonna help you to do that, but it's never gonna stop the heat. I wanna kind of cover the point because there's customers, they're like, oh, but you know, it feels different when you show me in the light compared to my car, and that's what I explain, you know. Well, okay, well, I mean, sorry, you know, but you need to understand the heat is not just coming from the windows, it's coming from the whole car, you know, engine, whatever. But anyways, I want to cover that, you know, too, as well to you guys, so you guys know the difference on performance, understand how these films work, you know, the difference between ceramic or nano ceramic. So again, nano ceramic is always gonna be better, and that's why the customer, again, he noticed the difference between him having ceramic tint, because they claimed that was ceramic tint. I don't think ceramic. I'm gonna test it right now. Actually, we have some pieces. I'm gonna show you guys the difference in performance too, so you guys understand. I have another machine. This is a long video. If you stay here, please stay, because it's gonna get more better. But you know, that's the reason we were making this video, is more so you guys understand the price difference, guys. You know what I mean? So if you're shopping around, always trying to use these big companies that I explained you: Expel, 3M, Lumar, Formula One, and Suntec. Those are big companies that you can trust. Now, normally, in order for you to find out if they're really selling that, one, you can go to the websites. So Expel website, 3M website. And then normally when you apply for window tint, it's gonna ask you for dealer locators. So you put your zip code, and it's gonna show you who's an outright sales. I'm gonna show you guys right now in a video. Let me cut this one. I wanna show you the performance on films, the difference, and how to locate, you know, an outright shop. So always trying to go to outright shop. Bless you, pa. Always, you know, to an outright shop. So like that, you at least get more peace of mind that at least they're gonna use that. Now, besides that, I'm gonna show you in the other video. You have to get your paperwork from the shop and your warranty slip, and I'm gonna explain you why. So let me cut it for a little bit and show you how it works. All right, so we're here. So technically, this machine, pretty much what it does, it reads straight infrared of performance and films, as well the shades. So I'm gonna show you. So this is a darker shade. This is dark, okay, which is, it's gonna be dark shade. It's gonna be always like a 15 or 20%. This is my 70, all right? This is my 70 with XR black. So just so you guys don't get confused, again, look, we have XR plus, we have prime XR black, and then we have color stable. So we're selling this film on the Polaris right now, which is 88, supposed to be 88% infrared, right? Look, I'm gonna show you. This is my lightest, because this is what we're gonna do in the windshield for him. You see, full IR rejection is 94, so it's supposed to be 88, but it's actually going higher. And as you can see, the BLT transmission, that's the shade, which is 68, 70%, 69. I'm moving the film, so it's hard to read it right away, like exact numbers, because I'm moving it around, but at least you get an idea what you're getting right here. So now let me show you the film we put on it. So as you can see, I show you the BLT, but look at the IR. 20%, guys. So again, before you compare, guys, making sure you compare apples to apples. So now, let me go really quick. Now, as you guys can see, everything you see here is Expel. So something that I would tell you, right here, we can write anything we want. This piece of paper, or if it do invoice via, you know, electronic system, it's always gonna be, you know, I can write whatever I want. I can put 3M, I can put, you know, Expel, Suntec, Lumar. I can put whatever I want right here. You know what I mean? Because it's in writing. But, you know, it doesn't prove to you what is being installed. So now, I'm gonna try to cover this. But you see this, warranty information. This is for Expel. So now with this, pretty much what we have to do is, as you guys can see, Expel installing information, who's installing the film. You know, we're now tries. We have a customer ID number, and then dealership information, vehicle information, what kind of vehicle we're doing, customer information, and sorry, I forgot to explain right here, film type, you know, and rolls. So every box, every color that you choose is gonna be, let me go back really quick right here. So every shade that you choose, it's a box. So let's say right here, you know, you choose 70, it's a box. That box, it has a serial number, guys. So I'm proving to you what is being installed in your vehicle, guys. So again, I'm doing this video so you guys can understand, how it works. So if you want to compare, don't just compare, guys. Again, there's a difference between a professional tint shop or a regular tint shop. And I don't try to throw shade to anyone else. Everybody do what they can. I respect the hustle, but unfortunately, the new generation tinters, they just learning online. They don't know. They just, go based on like how much you can make a day doing window tint, And that's why they do so cheap, because they're using cheap films. For them, do 1 car, 2 cars a day. They make good money because they already make $650. You know what I mean? So you probably like, man, I'm gonna do 10. But the problem, guys, these people, they don't last because, warranties start coming out, people complain, it's always something where like you don't call them back. So these people, they're really not doing that much. I mean, I have too many guys that are like, oh, can you show me how to tint? I already went to school, but I have some experience, but I want to learn the best way. I was like, nah, that's not how it works. You want me to show you, you have to pay me, we don't teach them for free, but that's the problem, because people, these new online schools, pretty much what they do, in 3 days, you're not going to learn how to tint, so they just teach them how to scam people. And that's the problem, you guys as a customers being scammed with this 350. Now, again, it might be another companies, they're really good and they own their stuff. That's good. If that's your situation, even better. So again, I'm doing this so you guys understand how it works. You guys understand the difference. So if you guys shopping around, don't just right away and think, people want to charge you a lot of money. It's just, we want to, once you know the difference, in the long run, that's when you're covered. If you have a warranty through us, you're going to be covered 100% labor and material. No questions asked. Anything from bubbling, peeling, fading, distortion, cracking, delamination, any natural cost is covered 100% through me, through the manufacturer. What I show you, the sheet, the warranty sheet, pretty much it's a nationwide, guys. Because some people are like, you're crazy, what do you mean nationwide? Well, nationwide means because Expel sell all over the world. So anything USA, you will still be covered through the manufacturer. So let's say, you did your thing here, you move to Arizona, you move to Nevada, you move to Washington, New York, because your job opportunity or whatever, you take your car with you. Now you have a warranty, you're not gonna bring all the way to me. Now you can contact Expel with all the paperwork that I give you, and Expel's gonna send you to any authorized dealer near you and fix it for free, guys. So if you have any question, let me know. I mean, you can give us a like, share, follow. Forget the follow. If you want, just share, I will save this video. Again, we're just trying to educate customers, understand how it works. I don't do this to get, like viral, stuff like that. If it goes viral, good. If not, I'm not doing it for that. I just want to help customers understand how it works, and you spend your money wise, again, you don't go through that customer situation where now for $350, now he's spending $1,000. So any questions? Chris the Tint Master, we're located in Cali Mesa. It doesn't have to me, you have to drive to me. Even normally I'm one of those guys where you send me a message, hey bro, what you think about this tint shop? I will tell you the honest truth. Like, go there, get it done. I will tell you, stay away, look for another place, because the sun is for everyone, I'm not greedy. I'm not one of those guys like, oh, this shop this shop that. I will never do that, you know what I mean? But at least you ask me, I will be honest and I tell you, hey, trying to stay away. I won't tell you nothing bad. We're still trying to stay away. If I would tell you, oh, do this. So making sure you get what, your money worth, guys. So any questions, you guys already know.